I know that.
I tell you that Micaiah,
You're talking about the Japanese guy?
the scientist, is he an
Yeah.
astrologer or physicist? He's a physicist.
He's an astrophysicist, I believe.
Well, he came out and
Yeah.
said that some of the people were posting him as AI stuff that wasn't actually him. He didn't say
Oh.
what. He didn't say what post it was, but he said people were using him.
I know that they've used Neil deGrasse Tyson because he had recently put a video out with him talking, and I can't remember what it was about, but all of a sudden it stitches in. He goes, "That really looked and sounded just like me." That was not me. I didn't say any of that. You can't trust anything you see.
No, you can't now.
I still believe wrestling's real.
Welcome to the Mystic Podcast, Season 2, Episode 7. Even though I think I titled this in the recording Episode 6, I will have to remember Episode 7.
Hey, it happens.
It's okay.
It's all
Nobody's
good.
going to see it but me.
Well, we had the missing episode.
That's just enough to screw me up, though, because I'll be like,
The last
Episode 6.
episode.
Oh, my God. Where's Episode 6? So what are we going to talk about tonight, Tom?
We are going to talk about, we got a little rabbit hole we found. We're going to go traipsing down this rabbit hole. Basically, the rabbit hole is is Barron Trump, son of President Donald Trump, is he really a time traveler? There's a lot of talk about it up on the TikToks and everything and all the reels. So we're going to discuss it. And
I think they're all time travelers. I think they went as a group.
there's a lot of interesting things that's going to come about here. We talk about this. There's a lot of things that eerily, I think eerily is a good word to use.
It is the synchronicities
Yeah,
are beyond.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Like,
not.
Even the dog is a time traveler, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bulger or something like that?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
And see, this was written that Underground Journey, that first book was written in 1888.
Yeah.
And then The Last President, which is really 1896. So this was way back.
Yeah.
But basically, let me tell everybody what these books are about, okay?
Go for it.
So Barron Trump is a wealthy boy who lives in Castle Trump. And he travels through time via portals, guided by a mentor named Don. The Last President, the second book, a populist outsider wins the presidency, sparking chaos in New York, specifically Fifth Avenue, where Trump Tower stands today. The fictional president even appoints a man named Pence.
And Elon.
The uncanny similarities, names, locations, and plot points have led some to speculate that the books predicted Donald Trump's presidency and that Barron Trump could be a time traveler or even the last president.
Well, I even mentioned Elon in the book, didn't they?
It didn't bring him up. So maybe if it did, maybe it talks about it later, or maybe it wasn't enough to really matter.
Maybe it was something else I was thinking of, but I would have swore that somebody named Elon was in the book too.
So here's what people are saying today.
And their dog has the same name as they do in real life, Barron's dog.
Oh, really?
I think, if I remember right, it's been a while since I read it.
But here is what, I mean, because they're making TikToks on it today. Okay. And here's what they're saying. With Donald Trump now serving a second non-consecutive term, TikTok and other platforms have reignited the theory. Okay. The novels, here's their claims. The novels themselves are proof of the time travel, that there's just too many. Too many. Okay. That Barron Trump's sudden growth spurt, I'm going to nix this one, and low public profile suggest he's traveling. I'm telling you right now, I would dress my son in a pair of jeans on Friday, and by Monday, they were an inch too short. So I'm going to nix that one. The books are part of a larger simulation or coded reality, as discussed by Joe Rogan. Some theorists link this to simulation theory, suggesting that novels like this are Easter eggs in a simulated world.
Heck yeah. I found some stuff out too.
What do you got?
What I got? Well, what I got, let me go back here. Let me pull up my notes.
See, now you had all kinds of time to prepare yourself.
I
don't
was
believe any
talking
of it
about
till-
popcorn and
I don't believe any of it until we go back to the Berenstain Bears.
Nine Bears.
okay. So, believe it or not, well, before this is something I know from my notes. I don't need to look. So, this whole thing ties like Barron Trump, Donald Trump, Nikola Tesla gets
right.
into
I
this.
didn't get that far, but yeah.
Nikola Tesla
And John
gets
G.
into this.
Trump.
Yeah,
And John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle. And
He
he was
an
a very well respected
MIT
engineer.
physicist, and he was a physicist and an electrical engineer, which matters. The addition to being a physicist also matters.
Right. And the fact that we got Nikola Tesla involved here too, because as we all know about Nikola Tesla, what he's all done, just trying to get free energy for the world, but yet the corporations won't let that happen. And he dies in New York, and the government comes in there because the reason why they seized his documents and stuff is because the alien, what is that? Let me find this.
Because the death ray?
Not the death ray. It's not because of the death ray. I'm sure it's partially part of the death ray. But
it was partially because of the death ray.
What they're going to use as the official reason why they gathered up all of his information was because of there's an act passed through Congress and stuff that happened during World War II. And this is he died, 1943?
An act.
So we are we're in World War II at that time. If I remember my classes in Chris Anderson's classes in high school. Let's see here. Confiscated, but what's the name of that? But it's like it was basically they seized the paperwork because he wasn't a naturalized citizen, and so it was also during the war. So since he's from another country and all this other stuff, they seized it upon this this act, and I'm trying to find it. Oh, U.S. Office of Alien Property, or that's who seized the thing. I find that interesting. U.S. Office of Alien Properties.
That is an interesting title. Here it is. Yeah, the Office of Alien Property, called by John G. Trump.
Yep.
Doctor. They call him doctor, so he had a doctorate.
And they brought him in there, and he gathered all that information. And so basically, from what I understand, from what I've read, is that he the accusations. Let's just call it the accusations while we're in the rabbit hole here. That he sees all the information, probably takes notes for himself, hands over everything else that has to go to the government. But I guess
Well,
he
he
might have been,
reported it as being just speculative.
yeah, he just said this is
But
all a bunch of hooey.
But the government wanted the death ray info because they started a secret project called Project Nick to test it.
Right. And also, this also ties into the Philadelphia project,
Oh, I'm
the
sure. Yeah.
Project Pegasus, and Project Looking Glass. And that's from that Tesla's all that stuff that Tesla brought in there, and they're
Mhm.
thinking, with the Philadelphia experiment, if you know anything about that, that's where
Mhm.
they tried to teleport a
Mhm.
naval ship and things went awry.
Mhm.
Uh, and there's a whole thing about that, and we'll get on that some other time. But but there's but John G. Trump getting the information from Tesla after Tesla passed away, he gathered up the stuff, and so it's speculation that possibly he did figure it out. He passed away in 1985. And supposedly, the way the whole conspiracy is that it's possible that Barron is either from the past, or possibly, I don't know if it was. I don't think. I mean, Barron wasn't born until after 85.
Oh no, he's like, is he?
He's a
How old is
2000
he?
baby, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Has to be at least.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
because my youngest is 25. She was born in 2000. He ain't that old.
yeah, he ain't that old. So, uh, so I don't know how it all works and everything, but that's basically where the theory goes. That's how it all kind of goes. Basically, Donald Trump is supposed to be the chosen warrior, and I guess he's kind of mentoring Barron, which it's his dad, so Barron should be mentored by his dad. That's kind of what mentoring is. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it's very interesting though. It's a lot of talk about time travel. It makes questions for me, because if that's the case, like if they time travel, then it's like, is it really time travel, or did they go to a different reality? Did they go to
Dimension.
another dimension? We have like a multiverse thing going on here, because
Mhm.
is it possible that in this other dimension with the whole thing
This.
with Trump? So
So as you've been talking, I've been asking. Co-pilot is who I'm working with tonight. What's the probability of this being true? Okay, and it went through that. The biggest probability it gave was symbolic and metaphysical reference or resonance. Okay, so that's fine. But then I asked it. So what's the probability of this being an Easter egg or predictive programming? Oh, I have a fly. And it said moderate to high.
really,
Yeah. That if we accept the premise that reality is layered or coded, which physics dictates, then these novels could be symbolic markers like breadcrumbs left for those awake enough to notice. They may not prove time travel, but they could prove a much bigger thing.
and also, uh, what I've also found out. So there's a fourth person / entity involved, and that would be QAnon. Believe it or not.
Now they're new.
Well, let me give you the timeline that I have.
QAnon comes across like a CIA
Is it
psyops.
Oh,
QUANON?
yeah.
Yeah, I think QAnon is just a psyop to distract people and make them think something's going to happen to keep them sitting at
I
home.
would agree with that. They're too far right. They're too much.
I think it's aimed at just keeping people on the couch watching TV, waiting for something to
They
happen.
didn't start till October 2017.
Yeah.
I don't know where this fly came from.
And no matter how many predictions from that thing come out that never even occur, everybody's still like 90% on it.
Well, it's a bell. It's a whistle. It's a bell.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we're
It just
going on.
It just tells you what you want to hear and makes you think something's going to happen that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just another bell and a whistle. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I found.
But that's interesting that it's connected to this at all.
But it's kind of I find it interesting. It's all intertwined, and it starts. The first thing I start thinking is, okay, it says, so is this possibility a proof of a alternate timeline? Is it something that they're crossing? Maybe Nikola Tesla did figure out.
Well, if he did portals, if he figured out portals, he was able to jump.
Well, what makes sense to me, like the easiest way you could make a portal would almost have to involve magnetism, which would involve electricity and electromagnets, and was right along the things that he was into.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen some things on like reels where they have like this little setup. I mean, and then they have like this like little ball bearing in a track, and they got a bunch of magnets all around it, and they put the ball in there, and it's zipping around there so fast that it supposedly opens up a portal.
Oh, interesting.
And it's like, I see a lot of these things. I like to recreate it, see if,
Oh, is that what that CERN collider does?
Well, the CERN collider sends, basically, it'll send like one particle one way, one particle the other way. And like, they collide. The two particles collide.
But they don't have to perform that experiment. They could just send one particle. There's been rumors that they've opened portals. There's been rumors that in 2020 that this ain't even the life. There's fringe conspiracies that in 2020 life ended. And it was like picked up what do they call it? Like when your computer crashes and you go back to the last starting point when your computer worked.
Oh, yeah. Right.
That's what happened because of something they did.
Well,
2020 was crazy.
I know it explains a lot.
I don't know.
What do you think, JC?
Not much.
It's what brings the viewers in. You ever watch JC eat Cheetos?
Yeah, Cheetos are good.
They are. I wish I had some.
Cheetos are good.
Yeah, actually, I think they should stop playing around with that CERN collider. It doesn't seem like a good idea. And I mean, I don't know that I believe all the portals business, but I mean,
who knows?
Who knows what it would do? I don't think it's good because they're like destroying photons and protons and I don't know, Decepticons.
What's that?
Was that Steve?
That wasn't here.
That was probably Ian.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a grown ass man.
Well, yeah.
Almost thought we caught an EVP.
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't know.
But another thing, those videos they put out with those magnets and stuff and like free energy and all that, they're all bull crap. Like, yeah, you could never get that to work the way they do in the videos because it doesn't work.
What? Repeat that?
Like when they have those videos, like especially YouTube used to be full of them where they have like they use magnets to set up rotating things and say it's free energy, and they'll have like a copper coil there, and they'll have,
it absolutely does work.
But it won't. It's not perpetual. It won't keep going.
You would have to build one that would.
Yeah,
and it would be huge.
Well, the thing.
I mean,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like the rotating part will always lose energy, and eventually it'll stop. So you'd have to restart it because the poles, the magnetic poles, it like clicks it into place. Like you can spin it and it would keep going for a while, but it would gradually lose energy until it locked onto one pole and it would sit still and you'd have to restart it.
But if it's constantly, if the magnets are there, the magnetism is constant.
It is like
it's
a
not
constant
just
force against each other.
It's not just the magnet being there that creates the electricity in the coil, though. It has to there has to be movement. Like if you take copper and you wrap it around a screwdriver and you move a magnet across it like this, you don't even have to touch it. It'll generate electricity. But if you just stick it on there, it won't do anything.
They are perpetual.
I've never seen one that actually stuck.
As long as the magnets maintain their magnetic properties, it's a perpetual motion and would generate continuous electricity.
I've never seen one that would stay in motion.
Well, the thing is, it's like
they've gotten kind of close. Like it'll run for a while sometimes, but
it's because it's kinetic. It's like you've got opposites constantly. The force is constantly there, and as long as those poles maintain their strength, only if they lose their magnetivity would they lose that force. Otherwise, the force is perpetual. It's constantly.
Well, yeah, the magnetic field stays there, but like every time it switches from one to the next, it'll lose a little bit of its energy until it sits still again.
See, that's not what it says, though. It says that it is a perpetual motion principle.
I've never heard of any perpetual machine that actually worked for any reason.
I don't think man has ever built one. If they have, we just don't know about it.
Maybe Barron Trump built one.
Maybe. It makes you wonder why hasn't anyone built one? It's like there's got to be just even if maybe that is the reason, or maybe there's another reason. What's the reason we haven't done that? That just seems
just because the laws of whatever physics or whatever, it's just loses energy. Whether it just depends on how much energy it's losing. But like a moving object can't generate enough energy to keep it moving forever.
Or it has to be so big that's not practical.
Yeah. Like you can make one, and you could probably, if you spent time putting one together, you could probably make one that'll run for a few minutes or whatever, but eventually it'll stop. And you have to start it again, and it'll run for a while again.
Well, that's not what it says. That's not what the computer says.
I understand what you're saying, JC, but I don't see that. I don't think that, as a conclusion, I don't see it. I mean, if you got magnets don't lose their magnetism.
No, but in order to get electricity, something has to be moving, and it can't keep moving indefinitely.
Right. And it's because of those opposite poles that keeps it moving indefinitely.
Right.
But
that's the way they explain it.
It will eventually slow down.
The other's grabbing it, pulling around too.
But it will eventually slow down to where.
I would suggest you do some research because the entire internet says you're wrong, JC.
Oh, they can say that all they want. Until I see one that actually works, I don't believe it. Because the only thing I've ever seen is when Apu makes one in his garage, and then he tells YouTube it's awesome. And then
I would suggest you go to some science websites and read some articles about it, not watch TikTok videos.
If that was it, then that'd be free energy, and we would be running off.
Well, what I'm saying is, even if that's not the reason they're not using it, there's a reason they're not using it. I suspect that it's size.
I think there's free energy out there.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Like in the Hoover Dam, it's the same thing. They run it off of water power to keep the thing in motion, so they can rotate inside the magnets and generate power. That's what water dams do. Is they use the water to keep the motion going because you can't do it on its own.
Yeah. And it's perpetual as long as the freaking river's running.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it can't maintain itself. It needs something to keep it going.
Well, this needs magnetivity to keep it going.
That's in it to the contraption. That's.
I'm just saying you.
I
might
know
do
you're telling me
some
what you see.
research.
I know you looked it up. I'm just telling you, I have looked at this stuff for a long time because I always thought it was interesting, and it always seemed to me for a long time that all you have to do is get the right magnets in the right position, and it should just keep switching forever. But it doesn't work.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, people can argue with me if they want. I don't care.
Uh,
I know.
Just the whole internet.
Neil deGrasse Tyson can burn in hell. Or not.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of forces that we don't use. Natural forces that we don't use, that we could be using. And now we're so locked in on fossil fuels.
Honestly, I think the only reason why they haven't tried to perfect that is because if the energy's free, it's like air. You know what? They can't tax the air. They'll try to tax the air.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Casey's now makes you pay for air when you try to air up your tire from their machines.
Yeah.
Every gas, there's never a free hose on the side where you can just air up your tires now.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is,
too much money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if there's money to be made from it, they're not going to have. It's not going to be free.
Just buy yourself an air pump. Quit giving them dollars.
I know. I got an air pump at home.
Yeah.
I mean, in the car. I used when Casey's here the Casey's in town here got rid of their hose and put up the little machine in the corner of the parking lot. I'm like going, that's bad for business. I don't want to go to your store anymore.
It's not just a quarter anymore either. A lot of times it's $1 for air.
Yeah, it's like $1.50 for a certain amount of minutes.
Yeah, stupid.
And you can air up all your things you can.
That is crazy.
I mean, I understand it, but see, I understand why
even if you're paying for the power, it's not $1 worth of power to run an air pump for a minute.
Right. But still, I mean, it can't Woods there in Bonner Springs. The Woods, I remember going up there. I said, hey, where's your guys' air hose? Like, well, people keep cutting the air chuck off of it and stealing it. That's what they told me one time. So I just stopped going there.
It's because I
stop off at Woods to air up my tires.
Oh, is it copper? I was like, why?
They were copper.
Yeah.
So people steal anything that's copper.
That's
and then
crazy.
they get 100 pounds of it and go cash it in.
And they basically, they kept stealing their wood air chuck. So no more. They're like, we don't have one now. We're done.
That's crazy. Can't blame them.
Yeah, can't blame them one bit.
Well, you can. You can blame them.
Well, I mean, what would you? How? I'm just, and as we go on this little side tangent, I'm not going to stick on this tangent very long. But if you're like a convenience store and you got the air hose out there and you catch someone cutting the air chuck off there, do you call the cops? Are the cops really going to care to come out there?
But I'd probably walk over and chew their ass about it.
It's vandalism, theft, destruction.
Be like, dude, you think the rest of us don't need air?
Yeah.
Who the heck are you? I would give them a free guilt trip from.
Yeah,
they never heard one.
Up for that. Somebody destroying property and stealing stuff.
I guess that's revenue they can pick up there. Easy revenue.
What are they going to get? $1
over an air chuck? Well, fines. I'm sure there's fines.
No, I'm saying if they turned in a copper air chuck for money, what are they going to get?
Oh, they won't do that. What they'll do is they'll save it up with all the other copper they get, a copper pipe.
Yeah.
And get a couple $100 pounds of that, turn it in, and get a lot of money.
Copper pipes and the what's that in the exhaust pipes? Because there's people.
You can't turn in catalytic converters anymore. They won't take them.
Oh, they won't take catalytic.
No, because too many people steal them and turn them in.
Right.
So they won't take them anymore.
Anyway, when we get back off that tangent, come back to the train tracks.
So, what do you guys think of timeline markers? I think COVID was a timeline marker.
What's it marked for?
A timeline marker marks a new,
like an era,
or a new.
Oh, Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff saying this general time period is basically a time of change.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, we're getting to the end of the, we're transitioning from one age to another, That's all part of the transition.
Yeah.
Even Pisces going into Aquarius.
Yeah.
And a lot of chaos happened in 2020. COVID. You had Australia was on fire for a little bit.
That was
literally.
Nice.
Poor Australians.
Wasn't Canada on fire about the same time, or some other place?
I don't know if Canada was on fire, but I know Australia was. I remember seeing a picture, and they showed like a satellite view of Australia, and it's like the whole continent was on fire.
Isn't there like a ton of places on fire? Let's see here. Map of current global fires.
Then you have Maui, and then you have the Palisades.
The Palisades, they've only given out like a handful of build permits for people to rebuild their homes out there, and the government's now trying to get them to all this other property to the state.
Yeah, I believe it.
I think they've given out less than 10 build permits for people to rebuild their property.
Everywhere you see red is on fire.
Today?
Yep.
Wow.
No, this was 1 year ago.
Well, that looks like Kansas is on fire.
Oh, we have wildfires all the time over here in Missouri. I mean, I don't know. It's a year ago. 1 year ago.
Yeah.
And this is by FR. This is by.
Well, that can't be right. That's got like Siberia and north of Canada all on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Why can't it be right?
That's like Arctic.
I just wonder if it'll get big. Nope, it won't get big. And see, this one is, that's 6 years ago. I mean, I clearly said map of current. The fuck?
Maybe they put them all out. That's all that's left.
Well, they all got burned out.
Right. Anyway, I know that when I used to keep track of this along with earthquake maps and volcano maps and things like that. And it's like, we're always on fire somewhere.
Yeah.
We're on fire. There's always an earthquake somewhere, and there's always a volcano going off or getting ready to go off.
That's true.
So it's not really, that remarkable, to be honest. It's just that some places were getting pretty heavily populated.
Well, I tell you what, though, I mean, if it's really a marker, I mean, really the bigger question is this whole thing with Barron Trump, is it more proof of there might be the multiverse? As we all, I mean, we have to have proof. A lot of people believe it. It's just getting the proof,
And it's like, how do you prove that?
DMT.
Yeah. No, really, how do you prove that?
You don't.
There's no way to prove it. No.
I mean, the only way to me to substantially prove it, you'd have to sit, like someone would have to basically videotape. It'd have to be something that's like, hey, we're going to go check.
You would have to have a machine that you could literally turn a portal on and off, and you would have to be able to demonstrate it. You couldn't, right? I mean, even video, because of AI, you'd have to be able to take this thing and demonstrate it to people.
Yeah. And that just brings you to the quanta of it all. Who becomes the final authority on when something is real and something isn't?
George W. Bush. He's the decider.
What's he gonna tell us this from? Are you talking about senior?
You don't remember that when he stood up there?
He's gonna tell us this from the grave?
You don't remember when he stood up there and he told us all he was the decider?
George
No.
W. Bush is
Yeah,
still
he
alive.
did.
Oh, you're talking about Junior then.
Yeah, W.
Yeah,
Bush.
W.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He
yeah.
said,
I
"I'm
don't
the
keep track of
decider."
people's middle names.
That was the funniest thing.
That's funny.
He's going to
funny.
use strategery to.
Yeah, he is such a bad president.
Well, let's not get on that subject.
Let's not be political. It's
How was your Halloweens?
Oh yeah, Halloween! Yay!
How was it?
Oh, it was fine. We gave candy to some kids, little punks.
punks.
Get out of my yard.
You have a lot of trick or treaters.
No, probably maybe like eight times or something. A few kids are at the door. It used to be constant out here. Yeah, it used to just be one right after another all night, but anymore it's like between maybe 5 or 8.
How many you have, Tom?
Leaves me with a lot of candy to eat for a while.
We had, like I was telling you before, I had 9 big bags of candy that I have been buying since September. And usually on my street here in Missouri, the street that I live on is busy. I mean, busy. People, you could just see them. They come up there. They got their kids on the back of a flatbed truck with hay bales. It's like a hay ride. And they go up and down. They drop them off one thing. The truck drives off to another end and picks them up on the other end of the street.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, normally I get trick-or-treaters from 6 p.m. nonstop till about 9:30. They come to an end. That's usually when it's on a weekday. I expected this year to go longer, but to my dismay, out of the 9 bags of candy that I had, I only went through 8 1/4 of them.
Which is a lot still.
I mean, and we're talking about 225 pieces on average per bag. I mean, it's a lot of candy.
Yeah, we had maybe it was 2 or 3 bags of candy, and we threw in some bags of chips and a couple of cans of pop. And they took all the chips and the pop first. I was like, whose kids are these?
People who aren't going to be able to get food next month. That's who.
Hopefully.
Let's not get me started on that.
But I mean,
there's a lot of people who gave away food this year. Max got a lot of, fruit cups and ramens, and I'm like, yeah.
Just buy yourself a pellet gun and go shoot squirrels. You'll be all right.
I got a big old fat raccoon you can have out of my attic.
I'll eat that sucker.
Yeah, a lot of people gave food this year. We had Max. That's it. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Do you live outside of town or something?
I live right smack dab in the middle of town, but town is 298 people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her town is 3 streets wide, 4 streets
258 long. Of them are over 60. So.
And it's the county seat, though. That's the county seat.
It is. It's the county seat, yeah. Yeah. For real. Yeah. No, we used to have kids, but they grow up and they don't come back. And some people, which we did too, we always took our kids to Hamilton. But then we always did the neighbors. We always did the street.
Yeah.
But they just, all the people that everybody knew each other then. There's too many new people.
Yeah.
So, and they got us all scared of each other,
Well, you're supposed to be scared of each other. You never know what somebody's going to do.
They're probably like, well, that woman over there, she's a witch. She's on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows I'm a witch over here. Well, and just because I have a giant skull with turkey wings coming out of its ears hanging on the side of my house might be a clue. But nobody cares.
Does that keep the Jehovah's Witnesses away?
Not once do they come to my house.
I wonder why.
And it's too bad because I think we could really have some.
I found out that if you offer them beer when they come to the door, they tend not to come back.
No, I would love to talk to them. I would blow their minds.
Oh, we used to just invite them in and offer them beer and do everything you're not supposed to do in front of them. And they'd be like, well, that was great.
I don't know. I think they didn't come back the last time Steve answered the door, which was many years ago. And they asked him, would you like to talk to, or could we talk to you about whatever it is, Jesus? And he said, no, I'd rather burn in hell, and shut the door.
Yeah, that would run off too.
And they never came back. So, which is too bad.
Those poor guys are like, oh, I can't believe that heathen talked that way to us.
He's not even a heathen. He's like,
no, he's
nothing.
just cranky.
He's nothing. Yeah.
He's cranky.
Yeah.
He's a cranky biker.
This is Mr. DGF.
Exactly.
No,
oh my goodness. Yeah.
I don't know. I was really disappointed though that Project Blue Mean didn't come through.
Well, if that sucker's turning around, it's going to get closer to our planet than they had originally projected, because they said it was supposed to shoot right through and go past Mars and Jupiter and everything. But if it's around,
it's supposed to get it's supposed to get so close that people with their own telescopes will be able to see it.
Or it might get so close you can go down to Quick Trip and get on board of it.
Why Quick Trip?
Why? Where else would it go? It's got to
refuel.
It's got to refuel somewhere.
No, right. That's what the article said.
12 billion years, needs gas.
If you've got money at Price Chopper, it probably gets a discount on its gas. That's a Quick Trip.
The article I read about that said anybody who has a really good, you need to be like someone who telescopes. You have a really good telescope, but you'll be able to see it.
Well, that just gets me, because it was not supposed to come around like that. That's what they've been saying.
I don't know. We'll see if it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, who knows? And what if it is true?
And then you get Stephen Greer up there doing the Office of Rob Brady. Nothing to see here, folks.
What was it? I'm on this 3i Atlas board on Facebook group.
Uh-oh.
And somebody had posted, well, was it this article? Is that where I got this article? That could be it. And it was like, it ended basically vaguely as expected, and something like, we have to continue going through data, to get further information about what's really going on. And I wrote, they're literally going to land here on Earth.
We'll be like, we have to verify.
And we're going to be like, hang on a second. We'll be with you in a minute. We've just got to finish going over this data.
We got to file the required paperwork before we say anything about these, what may or may not have happened.
Right. It's either coming this way or it ain't. I don't see a whole bunch of data that needs to happen for me to know that.
It'll probably be those guys from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that posted that notice on some other planet that said they're bringing a highway through here and they're going to destroy
the Gorgons.
Right, the Gorgons.
Yeah.
And their poetry.
By the way, last week we talked about cryptids that are made up by collective consciousness. Remember I talked about that? Sometimes they think it's Bigfoot, and talked about a college group that did it with a ghost. It's egregore. Egregore is what that's called.
Egregore.
Egregore.
Keep saying it, it'll happen.
Egregore. But I just happen to remember that.
I have not heard that before, but I believe there is a word for that, so that's probably it.
Yeah, egregore.
Well,
I don't know.
Egregore. So that's the study of, like, if you keep talking about something,
it's not a study. Itself. No. Here, I'll give you the definition.
It's like Gryffindor.
It's a thing. It's not a study. It's a thing.
Gryffindor?
It's like Gryffindor.
Oh,
I spelt it wrong, but that's okay. Let's see. Non-physical entity or thought form that arises from the collective thoughts and emotions of a distinct group of individuals. Now, in the Book of Enoch,
It's witchery.
they talk about them being watchers. They're known as watchers.
Right.
But egregores, yeah, and they think Bigfoot's an egregore. Loch Ness Monster is an egregore. Enough people believe in it. It manifests in the reality.
I think my theory on the Loch Ness Monster, I think and this is the same one with the one at the Lake Champlain or something or other, Champ. So I think, and this kind of relates to, portals and stuff. I think there's a natural portal somewhere, and they're going through, and then they get trapped in the lake or something. Because if you look at Loch Ness, maybe at one time it did stretch to the sea.
Or is there an underground tubes, caverns?
Possibly. That too could be
I have a feeling it could just be a collection of bad pictures that look like something.
You think that a Bigfoot?
Not necessarily Bigfoot. Like that old video of him and the walking across the creek or whatever, the black and white one. Like that.
The Patterson film.
You're talking about the Patterson Gimli?
Yeah. That one does not look fake to me for some reason. It just don't look fake.
Oh, there's a lot out there just like that one that have come out recently.
Well, that one, it's before AI or computers or anything. And like all of the costumes and even movie props, like the top of the line movie props, weren't that good. They were not. We were talking about like Lon Chaney, Creature from the Black Lagoon type stuff.
The fur that was available.
Like that thing looked like, and its arms were long and everything moved like a big primate.
They pretty much deemed that real.
Yeah.
At this point.
I remember
got up and everything.
I remember Bionic Bigfoot from the $6 Million Man was played by Andre the Giant, actually.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never really watched that show. I remember seeing it a few times, but
that show was the best. I look back on that and laugh. It's the greatest show.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him.
We can make him bigger, stronger, faster.
Now they are doing that.
That's all we need, more cyborgs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think, like I said, with the Loch Ness Monsters and Champ, I think that there might be a portal. But then again, there's people that said and I don't know if it's AI or not, but they're coming up with pictures of a megalodon.
If there's a portal at the bottom of the lake, wouldn't it drain the lake?
I don't know, because if it was, I guess it's the way the portal's oriented, really. Like if
at the very least, you would think
like this, or if it was like this, it was flat,
the same
the water
elevation.
would go through it.
I don't know.
If the portal was like this, if it was like this, I could see that. But if it's like this,
if it's like this, then it's just going this way. Then there wouldn't be, because if there's water on this end and there's water on this end, then it's not going to drain. But if it's like this, and it opens up, and then the water would drain. I would think the water would drain out.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not a portal physicist.
I have to swim down there and have a look at it.
I'm not a math magician. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a math magician either. I don't know how drains work.
I don't know.
As Uncle Charles would say, it's all a big optical conclusion.
Yeah, that's true.
Rest
that
his soul,
is the truth
man.
of it, for real. It is.
Uncle Charles had the best sayings. It all made sense.
I don't know. I don't know. The more I get into this stuff, the more things I toss to the side and think, nope, that's crap.
Yeah.
Well, you have to weed some of it out because there's so much of it, it all can't be true. But, but there's also so much of it that it all can't be bad either.
Right. It all can't be lies.
Yeah.
So what's our conclusion about Barron Trump being a time traveler? Is it a yay or is it a no?
Okay, so I
think
have
that's interesting and probable. There is a chance for probability on this.
Go ahead. You go with yours, and then I'll go with mine, JC.
Well, I think so many things match up, and the opportunities there from Tesla through his uncle to nowadays for them to replicate anything Tesla might have had or worked with it and turn it into something that might work. That there is a slight probability that there could be something to this. Because there's a lot. I mean, first off, who names their kid Barron? Yeah, that is not a popular name.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. And what's the chances of a kid named Barron being mentored by a guy named Don on Fifth Avenue in Trump Tower?
And who knows? Maybe that was his favorite book, and that's why he did that.
Yeah, I mean,
could have been. He's probably smirking right now, going, "Look what I have caused."
Oh,
either that, or he's downstairs firing up the time travel machine to go write a new book.
I believe more so the one that speaks to me is the simulation theory and the Easter egg.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, there's enough there for it to be possibility that something funny is going on one way or another.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems purposeful.
Yeah.
But is it really just, hey, that was Donald Trump's favorite book as a 13-year-old kid?
Be like, well, that's a funny coincidence. Now let's go to the Walmart. I mean,
and he's like, I'm going to name my first kid Barron.
I don't know. There's so many things, and the more you look at it, you'll see more and more things that's like lined up. Like some of the events in the book mirror what was going on today, and it's just ridiculous.
Well,
I didn't actually read the book. I read about the whole thing several times. So.
And then you have the Simpsons.
Too many coincidences. How many coincidences until it's not a coincidence?
Right.
However, is it not a coincidence that people have the same last names?
Well, it would be a coincidence.
Is it not a coincidence that everybody has a doppelganger? There's somebody out there that looks just like you.
It's a big coincidence I was raised by people with the same last name.
That's not a coincidence. That's exactly the opposite. But do you see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, when is a coincidence? Just like you said, I mean, it's like, okay, well, there's strong coincidences.
Yeah.
All over. So maybe it's just a coincidence.
Well, like, okay, if you have something that's like the odds of it happening are really low, and then you have another thing that goes along with that, the odds of it also happening are really low, then when you put both of those things together, the odds of both of them actually happening are extremely low.
Well, and that's what this did.
Yeah, and the more things you line up like that, it's like almost like 1 in a trillion chance that all of those things could happen.
So, the scientific plausibility. Can time travel actually happen? Einstein's theory of relativity allows for time dilation, meaning time can pass differently depending on speed and gravity. This is real science. And this is how GPSs and satellites work. Wormholes and quantum mechanics suggest theoretical possibilities for time travel, but they remain speculative and no one's proven anything. Tesla's work included ideas about energy, vibration, and even thought photography, but nothing conclusive tied to time travel. His death ray and other inventions were never even verified. So the probability of can time travel actually happen is extremely low from a physics standpoint. There's no empirical evidence to support human time travel. Now, historical coincidence versus conspiracy. The Lockwood novels are real, and we know that, and the parallels to the Trump family are undeniably true.
It's almost like The Simpsons,
Yeah, Barron Trump as a character, Don as a mentor, the last president eerily resembling Trump's political rise, John G. Trump's role in reviewing Tesla's papers, continues to add intrigue. He was a respected scientist, and while he did publicly dismiss Tesla's ideas as speculative, it is believed that he may have uncovered something that he didn't. What did he not report? So the probability of that is medium to low.
Well, he was the one in charge of confiscating all that stuff and going over it all. So it would have been like not a problem for him to take some of that over to Trump, back to the family where all the money is, and say, "Hey, let's look into this ourselves
and keep it a secret."
Yeah.
So what's the symbolic resonance of it all? This is where things get juicy. Alternate timelines and simulation theory suggests reality may be layered or coded, which kind of, I mean, we've been hearing this. If this is true, the Lockwood novels could be echoes or scripts from another timeline. Barron Trump's mysterious public absence and sudden growth, and the family connection to Tesla lore, it feeds that narrative. Angel numbers, Mandela effect, and bootstrap paradox all support the idea that reality may be nonlinear or malleable. If we take all of those things into consideration, then even though the evidence is subjective, it's very potent.
I don't know. I mean, the whole thing that he's this mysterious disappearance and he comes back and he's bigger. Honestly, I think that's just, I don't think that can be a factor because, I mean, he's young.
I don't remember a mysterious disappearance.
Well,
I think he was away at boarding school or something.
Right. Yeah. He was at boarding school. He grew. Kids grow. It happens.
I mean, she could have had him back in the homeland being taken care of by grandma and grandpa for a while, getting some other cultural experience of the other side of his family.
Yeah. Melania's side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
she's got a giant family. There's a big family over there.
And the thing is, but his growth as in, his stature, I mean,
that happens. I'm telling you.
Tall families. I mean, Michelle, because it's Steve and Steve.
What if, the Mandela effect started because people started noticing the Mandela problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that wasn't that long ago. So what if not that long ago, somebody started playing around with time travel and it changed a few things here?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, but it just started like not that long ago, and then people one day were like, "Hey, wait, I thought Nelson Mandela died."
That goes back to CERN screwing things up and everything restarting.
Yeah. So, like, if somebody started playing the timeline or playing with CERN the wrong way, and it created a butterfly effect in the timeline, it would have just been a recent thing.
It always just connects. What amazes me is how far back, when these people were not supposed to be, we're still freaking, living without plumbing, living without electricity, and these things are going on. People are thinking these things.
I saw another
that book to be written in 1888.
Yeah. I saw another Mandela thing that bothered me the other day. Like, when you look at the Coca-Cola emblem, do you remember it having a squiggly mark in between Coca and Cola?
No, I don't know.
Like in the 50s, I think. Wasn't there like a little squiggly mark between on the bottles from like the 50?
Well, I mean, do you remember ever seeing that with the squiggly in between the two? If you look it up, you're not going to see it. I'm telling you right now.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's got, what it has is a little square, and it's way up and close to the end of the word coca.
I mean, there's a dash.
Yeah.
I thought they had like a little cursive one went like that.
That's what I thought. That's what I always thought. I mean, I've had my share of Cokes. I did not remember that little square being up there like that. I remember like a squiggly dash.
Let's take a look.
Oh, this one at the bottom. Yeah, squiggly dash. And it's just a square.
Yeah.
And I mean, okay, so here they go clear back. It was always just a square, even in 1887.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I mean, why would you just put a square? The square don't even make sense.
Well, now
Why?
there's showing one here. I'm looking at one where they have the squiggly line, and then they have like the little dash, like you was talking about the little square. But
that might be one somebody made because.
Well, there's an image on Facebook that has one with a little square, one with a rectangle, and one with the,
Yeah.
S-shaped rectangle. I don't know, but I think they should go back to their original formula.
Yeah. Glass bottle.
The cocaine?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say the word.
They did that, I'd buy a bunch. I'm like,
yeah.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I got the idea.
Let's go back to that timeline, Trump. We had no pain and got everything done in a day.
I would come out, but I'd drink 5 Cokes and there's too many ninjas in the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, here's what we got to do. We got to take all this stuff down and build it all back up from the bottom. We're going to do it right this time.
I don't know. Again, sometimes I think the Mandela effect is just another whistle.
I don't know. Like the Kit Kat has the same kind of a problem with the dashing between Kit and Kat. Like there's all kinds of like logo issues. It's like,
oh yeah, Fruit of Loom.
Yeah. I will never believe that the cornucopia was never there.
Oh, I will never believe that either. No, I know it was there.
Yeah. I mean, it was on my T-shirts. It was on my underwear. It was on the packages.
So,
I folded enough men's underwear in my lifetime to tell you.
It was there.
It was there.
What if CERN did screw things up, and then they found a way to patch it?
And that's why things are normal.
So they patched it, left a few things out, and just kind of hope that no one pays attention to detail.
You know, that's possible because I honestly think that they think we're stupid.
Well,
you know what? We have not given them any reason not to think.
Well, the more educated a person gets, the dumber they decide everybody else is.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what goes on over there. I just keep sitting back waiting. Come on. When's it all going to come down? This is not sustainable. This
will change.
This is not sustainable. What's happening globally?
Yeah, they're breaking everything.
Something's got to happen. Come on already.
Tell them why you let them break everything.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
I can't stop them.
These kids are out of control.
Freaking kids.
Out of control. What are we going to talk about next week, Tom?
Kids up till like 9:30 at night wanting candy. That's what we're going to.
I'll turn the light off at 9.
I don't know. Let's talk about some of the conspiracies or some of the things that happen out of this conspiracy. Like, what about Philadelphia experiment? And Project, or maybe we do Project Pegasus, or we do Looking Glass.
Okay.
What do you think?
Do you want to talk about them individually or just talk about them?
I'd say we can talk about them individually. If you want, we can start with the Philadelphia experiment because that's a pretty cool one. Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
I think most people should be familiar with it. I mean, there was a movie.
Yeah, the movie was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, or we could talk about all three of them if you want. Maybe we talk about all three of them. Since, the Philadelphia experiment, a lot of people know about
Are you guys, are you guys familiar with what's going on over in the UK?
Anarchy? Is there anarchy in the UK?
with this digital ID.
Oh, I know they're trying to
I've
make
heard about
everybody do
that. A lot of people not liking it.
People are free. Yeah, a lot of people are like really not liking it.
Well, yeah, because
that's coming here.
Yeah, the rest of the world is our testing ground, and then they bring it to us.
So, we're an offshoot of them.
It's just more control for no reason over people's lives.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they get you digitally, all they have to do is they flip a switch.
Turn you off. Yeah,
they can just turn you off, and you're going to starve. Mm-hmm. You're going to lose everything, and you're going to starve to death.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that like the mark of the beast?
Yeah, some people have talked about that. Yeah,
talk about that in Revelations.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't accept the mark of the beast, then you're going to starve.
Mm-hmm.
Every 10 years, we get a new mark of the beast. So
I don't know. Keep your eye open. That's all I got to say.
I don't understand the big deal about cryptocurrency. I don't know why people use it. I would never use it.
No,
I mean, I want cash.
All of my money is digital, and I hate it.
If the power grid goes down, how would you get anything?
Yeah.
How would you get anything?
Power grid goes down, I'm screwed. And I have preached about not being this way for decades.
Or if you're at the gas station and for whatever the power's out at the gas station, or their stupid machine ain't working, you can't pay cash for gas. You have to
you can't pay cash for if the power's not working, it ain't pumping gas.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know. I just think that's about like cash is always the way to go because you can use it anywhere for many things. Digital. Somebody else
bring back a barter system.
And what if somebody just typos your stuff gone, and then they can't figure out where the error happened, so they assume there is no error, and they just tell you you're out of luck.
Happens all the time.
They need to bring back the barter system.
Or they typo you too much money and you spend some of it, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in prison.
Yeah, that happens all the time too.
Yeah.
That happened during COVID with unemployment.
Yeah.
Here in Missouri. It sure did.
I think they should at least put a thing in that says, okay, if the government accidentally or banking accidentally gives you too much money in your account and you spend it, you're not liable for their error. Not saying that you should go out and deliberately spend the extra thousands of dollars, but if you overspend and you didn't know that it was there, that's not your fault.
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, it's sure not going to be their fault.
Yeah.
Well, it's never their fault.
No. But yeah, with Venmo and PayPal and Square, and I literally have 4 bank accounts because I get paid in all kinds of different ways.
Yeah.
I get paid in the bank. I get paid through Venmo. I get paid through PayPal. I get paid through Square. And all of them, I could cash out with cash, but I pay my bills on the internet. I can't do that with cash.
Right.
Mom in the city has no choice on some things but to pay that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There ain't no going down to this place and dropping off a check in the.
And they're working more and more towards stay at home and order stuff and have it brought to your house.
I have Walmart brought to my house, but I don't have a car. Yeah. So
yeah, I think they're they're eventually gonna push everybody. They're gonna know where everybody is. They want to know where everybody's at, so they're gonna push everybody into their home. And then eventually they'll probably push you out of your private home into like public housing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are going to try that thing where they put like tons of people in these super buildings.
I forget what they call that. There's a conspiracy around that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't know. I know that it's a blessing for people who don't have cars or who are too old to drive or can't get out. They're homebound.
Yeah.
It's a blessing because we would have no access to anything. We would be starving.
Well, I know, like small towns, they used to do that. Like, if they knew an old person was lived alone and all that stuff, like they could call the grocery store, and if they had a good grocer, they would bring the stuff to them.
Yeah, but like mom in the city isn't going to have that.
No, they ain't good. It's because the cities suck.
Yeah, they do.
It shouldn't have cities.
Yeah.
I think cities should be limited in population. We've got plenty of room for small towns everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know. Something to contemplate.
Well, we can't change none of it. We just have to wait and see what happens. As much as you like to think your vote will change stuff, it ain't gonna change nothing.
What do you think, Tom?
I try not to think. It makes my head hurt.
All right. Say good night, Tommy.
Good night, Tommy.
Say good night, JC.